YouTube is the new platform of creating your own content. Yep. There's a lot of Somali younger generation that has putting out content, from funny vines to just an everyday thing.
Even Instagram. On Ugasa from China.
There you go.
معويست ما أنا كل حرته محا وصلت معويست هذا أنا security guard فري معويست إيش أقولي ورنا قلت معويست هذا من قانة قرقرة دي مدود
right, making a whole business. Shout out to her as well. Mashallah, Somali excellence, right? So the Asha every day is a huge YouTube star for Somalis, right? Do you actually promote and support Somali content? Do you consciously do it, Bueller? Do you go out and watch these things because you know that it's from our people?
Yeah, no doubt. The young and up and comers, you got to put them up.
Okay. Do you do the same thing?
I rate them even more than anybody else because they have to go through, because they're breaking the doors, right?
Right.
And I don't know if you ever read the comments, even on Sheeko Sheeko comments, just they get torn down. Every negativity. Oh my gosh, your hijab's tilted back a little bit. I see your hairline.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I see your shoulder. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you talking about that? Yeah. And the fact that they keep on making content, I don't know. I rate them even more, and I love it. I watch it. I'm not gonna lie.
So we get a lot of support, alhamdulillah.
Yep.
But at the same time, there's support and then there's support. Support watching is great. Jazakallah khair, alhamdulillah, we are blessed. But our show, and I'm just going to use our example, 70% of our views are not subscribed. And we on YouTube, to survive, you need subscribers. And no matter how much we push that, it's almost like our people, our community is not committed to really supporting. It's like you support, but they don't really support, right?
True.
And I'll give you another example. There's an online social media, I guess I would call it a show as well, or an outlet. They're called Dalsoor. Okay, I don't know if you've heard of them. Amazing, excellent. Okay, we love them so much that majority of the time they're the ones that open up our eyes to facts or things that are happening in Somalia, right? That are happening in London, in Canada, whatever the case may be. I don't know how they do it. It's like magic. I swear to God, they are out there and they're getting footage, and then they again narrating our stories, our tales,
our narrative.
Our narrative. So they just put up a GoFundMe page. We're going to put the link below. They've been campaigning for 10 days. And essentially they said, listen, we can't do this on our own. We've been doing it out of pocket. We need your help, right? We only need 20,000. We're going to do big things, bigger and better things. They have millions of actual people watching their videos. Do you know, out of the 10 days, do you know how much they got? 1,400. That's it. Out of 20,000. Why is it that our people are not fully supporting? We're talking about gung-ho. If every single person that watched that video gave them $5, boom, they would have gotten there.
Very simple. Subjugation to social engineering.
Well, what does that mean? You're spitting so much fire, my brain can't even take it. I don't like when you use big words.
I love when you come around, man.
Okay? Explain
Great.
it to me. Explain it to me.
Well, what we're talking about today, this entire episode, it's about how our image is being portrayed. When we become socially and politically conscious, and we are aware of our surroundings, and we lift one another, and we honor one another, we love one another, only then we'll be better people. And that requires, if I want to stay healthy, I have to be health conscious. If I want to be, if I love Somali Nimo to the core, I have to be Somali conscious. So, then I will support anything and everything that contributes to Somali Nimo, that lifts us up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only way to move forward is to really, come to terms of, our shortcomings and say, the issues, what we lack, the lack of guidance that exists within our community in regard to the younger generation. You know what I mean? Pointing our fingers at them rather than providing guidance for them. guiding them to the right path.
Yeah.
That starts with us.
Right.
That's what gets you being conscious.
Right.
So when you're conscious, then you're aware of your surroundings.
Yeah. Why is it? I'll take it to Bueller as well, and then you guys can. I'll go with you two. Why is it that Dalsoor is having such a hard time, but yet their views are so up there, the comments are up there, but when they reached out and said, hey, we've made a platform, we've made history, we do have a rapport with our viewers, now it's time for our viewers to stand up for us and help us to continue this content, these contents that they're putting out. How come they're failing?
I guess for participation wise, for people who, I guess the audience they're talking to, there's this sense of, I don't have to do it, somebody else will, right? Like, I'm not hating, but, you know, somebody else will pick up the slack on my end.
Right.
And that's not how it works. Everybody needs to do their part. So yeah, there's this idea of, you know, somebody else will donate, they'll get the money. So they don't make it a priority, right?
ATL. I was gonna say BLT. I don't know why.
How about
What the hell?
I went from ATL to TO, and now they just call me T.
T. It's just getting shorter and shorter
I'm
and
just
shorter. Yeah.
I think you guys touched it up on the show many times, the crab in the bucket thing. I feel like people don't want you to fail necessarily, but they don't want you to get too big. You know what I mean? For example, I know people who have watched every episode of the show and who love the show. And they'll tell me, ATL, do you watch a new episode? And I'm on it right now. They love the show, but they still hate on it and they're not subscribed. I say, why are you not subscribed? Oh, because I thought this show right here. Sheeko Sheeko. People watch the show. I know someone who watches the show, loves every episode. Then he calls me, ATL, watch the next episode. All right, I'm watch it. How come you're not subscribed? I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah.
Well, because I thought of it first. They beat me to the punch.
What do you mean beat? Oh, the idea of
Sheeko Sheeko.
Man.
No, he did not say that.
That's how Somali people are.
Oh my God.
You feel me?
Do you know how many people
He never
have
filmed
beat
once?
us to things and we don't care? We value our show. Let me make something
Beat us
very
to the
clear.
punch?
We make sure we go above and beyond
Yep.
to reach out to people, to
Yep.
constantly love other Somalis. We make sure that when people come here, guys, have we not treated you great? With respect, with gratitude, because we want to continue that. We want to make sure that's in our brand, right? We reach out to people. We make sure there's Somali excellence. The amount of people that we reach out and say, hey, can we talk to you? Can we interview you? We don't want anything from you. We just want to pump your brand, right? We want that. And they tell us no, and we don't catch feelings.
Do you know what's difficult? Spreading animosity and hate. You know, it's a difficult task.
Yeah.
But spreading love and compassion is easier task.
It's hard to see
So
someone.
what we Somalis ought to do, and I think, like I said before, I think it starts with being conscious.
Right.
When you're conscious, do you know what I mean? Like you'll spread love and compassion and humanity, humility. You speak with humility.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a big mouth. I speak with my mind. I say a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But I walk with humility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This young man, you know, is an example of when I was running youth mentorship program.
Yeah.
Basketball.
He was basketball. He was one of the sweetest young men in our program.
Yeah.
And some of the young people that the so-called Project Traveler.
Yeah.
that
Yo,
this guy-
first of all, shout out to you. Can I just give you Somali excellence for guys? Give him Somali excellence. We have to give him Somali excellence because the amount of men and women that have come on this show, and for some reason, you've mentored them all. Like a majority of the people, for some reason that I've met, have said, when I was a kid, he taught me. He helped me with my homework. You were part of programs. So you're out there on the ground with your boots on and helping the Somali community and making a difference, as opposed to maybe doing hashtags. And maybe that works for other people. But shout out to you because you made a huge difference.
I mean, I'm not hating the hashtag community, but what I want them to realize is that instead of divisions, do you know what I mean? We can all make a difference, and at the end of the day, what really counts is making a difference.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wanted nothing more than this young man. You know what I mean? I wanted him to succeed in life, and I'm proud and happy for the young person that he became. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm equally proud of this young man that I just met today. He's doing his postgraduate.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And this is what you want to see in our community.
Very simple. Nobody wants to see a nigga that looks just like them make it. Someone who came from the same hood you're from, went to the same school you went to, drove the same cars you drove, and now he's making it somewhere.
But wait a minute, isn't everybody's bread written? Like, my roti is my roti.
You're right. Somali people,
But I'm not going to contribute to your.
they won't contribute to your success, but Somali people are the number one supporters. If a hubby did, her husband died, and she's shaking it for 2-3 months straight, everybody in the neighborhood will contribute. No questions asked.
That's different.
Somali people are the biggest support system. When you're down and out, they'll be there for you. But when you're up there, look at her house. Astaghfirullah. Why would she spend money on this? Oh my gosh, why did she do that? Why did he do this?
Yeah.
Somali people, they want you to stay. Everyone to stay at the same level that they're at. And if you're beneath them, they'll pull you up. And when you're above them, they'll pull you back down.
Sorry, what were you saying, Mohammed?
I want to get back to your friend who.
Muhammad caught feelings.
No, that's offensive. That's offensive.
If you're watching,
It's offensive.
subscribe.
I'm sorry.
It honestly is, though.
It's offensive, yeah.
'Cause
It's
like,
true, though.
What type of message is that giving me as, you know, as a director, as a creative person who's trying to do Somali programming, Somali stuff, right? What kind of message does that give to me? That gives to me, then there's nobody really supporting it. Then it's just like, how long can I continue to do what I'm doing before John Smith calls me up and he's like, I can get you this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I stop making Somali programming, or we stop making Somali programming because there's no support. What I don't understand is it's just a click. You know, it's just to subscribe. It's not even money. It's nothing. It's just a click of a button.
To speak on that guy specifically, and he knows this, I'm not talking shit about him. I told him to his face, he's a hater. You're a hater. He hates.
Yeah,
he
guys,
hates.
no,